The local teaching fraternity is still trying to come to terms with the discovery of the body of Miss Natalie Dawkins that went missing just over a week ago. The police have made some significant progress within the case and have so far arrested a number of people. Right now, we're about to provide you with the latest report that the police have to give to us. This is Links 007 TV. Let's talk, and we'll be right back after the break with the details. If it's the first time you're watching, please remember just to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell and click on all so you're always updated with the latest report. We'll be right back after the break. Welcome again and thanks for joining us for Links 007 TV. Let's talk. The discovery of Miss Natalie Dawkins' body on Friday is still edge on the minds of many of her family, her friends, and just the country in general, after the police is reporting that they believe that the body that was found in a shallow grave in Sandy Bay is that of the missing teacher that her family and friends and co-workers have been searching for some time now. The police have so far made a number of arrests within the case and have so far taken out the prime suspect that they believe was responsible for carrying out the whole entire situation. With this said, the police are still carrying out the investigation in order to ascertain if they can identify a real possible motive behind this latest crime that is committed. But all I can say is that this has left the whole entire country in shock and in disbelief, and this was not the news that many were hoping for when the teacher went missing. Many people were hoping that she would have been found alive, but those hopes were dampened when her body was discovered in a shallow grave in Clarendon, and that would have been Sandy Bay to be exact. So the police have provided the latest report in relation to this case, and we want to share this with you right now. And this is from the Deputy Commissioner of Police, Mr. Fitz Bailey, and he's in charge of crime. So let's go over to that right now on Links 007 TV, where the Deputy Commissioner will give us the latest update in relation to this case.
On Tuesday, the 30th of March 2021, Miss Natalie Dawkins, 44 years old, teacher and bailiff of 29 Denby Crawl, Maypen, Clarendon, was at her home when about 11:24 the alarm to her car went off. She was telephoned by her neighbor, and after that she disappeared and has not been seen since. A report was made to the police on the 1st of April 2021, and an investigation commenced. All the protocols relating to missing persons were observed, including several searches carried out at different locations by the police. On the 3rd of the 4th, 2021, as a result of police intelligence, an operation was conducted in Bellasgate, St. Catherine, where one Jeffrey Bedwards, 20 years old, of Bellasgate and Sandy Bay, engaged the police in a shootout. He was shot and killed, and a .38 revolver seized. Also a car which turned out to be that of Miss Dawkins. That's a blue Toyota Wish, which was actually stolen as well. 3 other persons have since been taken into custody in relation to the investigation. 2 televisions which we believe are the property of Miss Dawkins, were also recovered during a search of the man's house, the man who was fatally shot by the police. Unfortunately, this morning, doing an operation in the Sandy Bay area of Clarendon, and based on information received by the police, a decomposed body of a female, which we believe is that of Miss Natalie Dawkins, was discovered. The scene is now being processed, and we hope that during the processing we will get valuable evidential material that will assist us with the investigation. We are convinced, based on our investigation, that Jeffrey Bedward, who was fatally shot by the police, was at Miss Dawkins' residence within the same period when she went missing after 11 on the 30th of March 2021. And we are also confident that he was in the area where the skeleton remains of what were discovered. We have secured significant amount of evidence, both scientific and other types of evidence, in support of our investigation. And some of the things I cannot disclose, as you will understand, the nature of the investigation. We are confident also that we will get to the bottom. The motive for the killing of Miss Dawkins, we are confident that we will get to that. Again, I must commend our investigators. They have been on it from the 30th, round the clock. We want to say thanks to the public for the support that they have also given. And I think, you know, as a law enforcement body, we may not be present and we cannot be present everywhere at the same time. But one thing I will say, that we will pursue our investigation with all the energy and vigor as was manifested in this one. And those who continue to perpetrate crimes, we will get at you.
You mentioned, for instance, that we hope to get to the point where we understand a motive. Mm-hmm. Is it that we do not have a working motive that we are using to pursue the case?
We're looking at a number of theories, but none of them really is conclusive. So we hope that during this, before we conclude our investigation, we'll establish the real motive for the killing of Miss Dawkins.
You mentioned, well, we all know that she's a teacher. The Teachers Association was very prominent in her search, but you've mentioned that she's also a bailiff.
She was a part-time bailiff with working for a particular institution, company. I don't want to get into that.
Yes.
But she also did that work. We're also looking at the theory, you know, was she taken away because of her work as a bailiff? Did she did something to someone in terms of maybe the possibility of seizing goods, and someone was aggrieved by that and decided to get at her? Those are some of the things that we are looking at.
You mentioned that there are 3 persons in custody.
Well, we don't want to get too deep in that, but what I will say, the brother of the deceased, that is Bedward, is in custody.
Yes.
And there are 2 other persons who we believe are persons of interest, and they can assist us with the investigation. You will appreciate the fact that our main objective was we were trying to find Miss Dawkins or her body. So a lot of effort and energy and focus was placed on that. Now that we have recovered the remain, which we believe is her body, we now will get into more of the final points of investigation, details in terms of interviews, etc. We also have other lines of inquiries which we are confident will assist us with the investigation, but I cannot get into those at this time. And I must say, technology again has assisted us. The science has assisted us significantly in this investigation.
Which speaks to the quality of the investigative capacity that went into this particular investigation. Was it just Clarendon, or was it a broader investigation from the various bodies within the JCF?
It was a joined-up investigation, and there were several elements, several departments within the JCF that assisted with the process, and they are still assisting with the process. And I think the public must be aware that we are getting better at what we do. We are building greater capacity in terms of investigative capacity, in terms of technology, in terms of the science. We are expanding our capacity. And I must say that the traditional detective type investigation was also manifested in this investigation.
You mentioned that her body, a decomposed body or a decomposing body was found, but could you speak a little bit more to the state of decomposition, how badly a state it was in?
It is badly decomposed based on what we saw on the ground, in terms of the body parts are all over the area of interest. And we saw like female clothing, the skull is separated from the other part of the body, that sort of thing. It's a very, very bad state of decomposition.
And so looking forward, we are confident that interviews will begin or continue in short order?
Yes, it will continue. We are doing interview, but it will be more intense in terms of, and more focused in terms of our way forward. There are several lines of inquiries, including just several lines of inquiries that needs to be done.
That was the Deputy Commissioner of the Police Force, I should say, Mr. Fitz-Bailey, providing an update in relation to the disappearance and then discovery of Miss Natalie Dawkins, who went missing in Clarendon just over a week ago. Now, the police have provided some vital information there as it relates to the number of people that they have taken into custody, and also where the body was found and the state that the body was found in. As you could hear, the police state that the body was found in a partial state of decomposition, and the body's parts of Miss Dawkins was scattered over the area. Now, that just goes to show that this was a very serious crime that was committed here, and I can't just even imagine right now what the families and friends of Miss Natalie Dawkins are going through when this discovery was made on Friday afternoon. But all I can say, what happened to this teacher is very sad and is just very unfortunate, but it just goes to show you the moral breakdown that has transpired over the years within our society, where the hearts of people have gone so cold, where the love is not there anymore, and these crimes will continue to happen until the police or the country itself can get to the bottom of what is causing these young youths to turn to crime and violence. The moral breakdown within the homes, I believe, is a contributing factor, and just because of this, we're going to have this problem to deal with for a very long time. But all I can say is just wish the family all the best, and I hope that they do find the strength to cope during this difficult time. And we believe we're just going to leave this one here for now, though. Thanks for watching. This has been Links 007 TV. Let's talk. Peace out, and much respect goes out to you, the viewers, for always watching. You can just drop it in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about this story. Peace out. Bless.